Hi. Today I'm going to show you how to create a relative data validation or a simple drop down that you usually see in an Excel. Um, Say for example, if you create a data validation like this, which has options like A, B, C, D, E, F, and X, Y, Z. If you select A, B, C from cell B2, you want to see a relative list of options to come down from a drop down in cell C2. All right. So if the value in B2 is ABC, you want to get the list which includes apple, orange, banana, lemon, and watermelon in cell C2. And if you select DEF, you want to show this list. And if XYZ is selected from cell B2, you want to see this list from cell C2. Now, there is a simple trick to create this data validation. The very first step is to create the first list of data validation for ABC, DEF, and XYZ. So uh, all you have to do is, I'm using the keyboard shortcut Alt DL and select the cell, and you can directly key in the source as ABC, DEF for XYZ, or you can select the range of cells which include these three values. Now click on OK and you get the drop down. Now let me show you how to create a relative data validation list. The first step is you need to create the name range for these three values. The purpose of creating the name range is to keep a certain set of range absolute so that you can use that set of ranges in any of these cells. Okay, so this will not change relatively. The cell it will remain absolute. Now the way to do it is you write down these you create this data table. You write down the names as A, B, C, D, F, and X, Y, Z, and right below these columns, write down the data values that you want to show. Now let me show you how to create the name range. Now the shortcut key is Control F3 on your keyboard, and you get a new window named Name Manager. Now click on New, give a name as ABC, and this ABC will refer to this data range. Now click OK. Now create a second one, New, and name it as DEF, and select the data range from F4 to F8. Now select X, Y, Z, and the data range, select the data range from Z4 to G8. All right, so the name ranges are created. So the name of these ranges are given as ABC, DEF, and XYZ. So whenever you call these names in any of the formula, that will refer to this data range, which includes the data values. Now, how to use this in a formula? What I do is, for the convenience sake, I want to write down the formula in one of these cells. So basically, I use if condition or if formula for this purpose. So let me write down the if formula. If the value in this cell is equal to ABC, here ABC is a text qualifier, then it should return ABC. In this case, ABC is a name of a range from E4 to E8, right? Now let me pass the false value. That will be and one more if condition. So this is a nested if condition. If this value is equal to, now the text qualifier DEF, then it should return the name range DEF. As you can see here, the color changes for the text because it's the name of a range. It's not text, it's a range here. Now if it's not ABC and not DEF, it should be, by default, be XYZ. So x, y, z. Now I'm closing the parenthesis for the second if condition, and now I'm closing the parenthesis for the first if condition. All right, so hit enter. So this will give you some value. Now don't worry about what value it gives. What you can do is just copy this formula, Control C, and here create a data validation. So I got this window by clicking Alt DL, and all I have to do is copy and paste this. Now as you see, I have selected ABC here, and see, I get the options which are beneath ABC. So I can select this. If I select DEF, the options will change, and if I select XYZ, the options will change. You can just drag these cells, and you can apply the same data validation to the rest of the cells here. All right, so let this be ABC, and you can select one of these options. If I select DEF, you get to select these, and if I select XYZ, I can select one of these. Now there is a limitation, as you can use only 7 if condition in nested if. There is a limitation to it. However, there is another option called the indirect, which you can use, which I will show in the next video. Thank you.